What up? Hey, hello. It's Clu Clu Land, one of those black box games. We'll still be in the black box games for a while, because that's just how it is. What is Clu Clu Land? It's kind of an arcadey little game that goes a little bit something like this. You play as this thing, and you gotta uncover these little diamond things. I've really oh man. What was what I was looking for? Really descriptive of me, I know. But honestly, it's a pretty abstract little game. It's got oh shoot, that's not good. It's got kind of arcane controls. Not like the worst that you've ever used. Okay, well that kills you too. Good gosh. You effectively have this is not going to be pretty for the first bit. Anyway, you effectively have to use your arm to grab onto these little pegs, because you can only move straight. So you swing yourself around by grabbing onto the pegs, and as you do that, you gradually uncover, oh gosh, the diamonds. And it's apparently extraordinarily difficult. I'm running low on time. I have lost almost all of my lives immediately, and oh gosh. Okay, yeah, we game over on level 1, which is about what I expected. Okay. I kept pausing and unpausing there. Okay, didn't go so hot. It's okay. We have an hour with this game. We should be able to make something happen here. Oh gosh, look at that pathetic top score. 1,500 points. No one's proud to see 1,500 points. Now, of course, you know, a lot of the difficulty comes in the fact that you don't necessarily know what you're even looking for. Like, you're pretty much just left to your own devices in this mostly... Oh gosh, okay, we're good. In this mostly completely empty playing field, just to find where your diamonds are. I don't know if they want to call these diamonds or gems, I have no idea. Okay, we're doing notably better this time. Not perfect, of course. You can kind of, you know, figure it out in your head what shape... Oh, wrong direction. What shape it's kind of trying to get to you. It looks like we're kind of making a rudimentary person as of right now. Okay, okay. What am I missing? I'm missing something, clearly. Unless you're supposed to go into the... Okay, I thought I had uncovered everything and then had to go into the portal. That is not factual. Okay. We died yet again. I have played very, very little of this game. It's a game that I'm aware of its existence, and I may have given it a try once in the past, and that's about it. Oh, wait, you can shoot them? Is that like an essential thing to beating the level? No. It's... Oh, there it was. Okay, so now that we've got one whole life left, and now that I know I can shoot, that'll most certainly help things. Look at that, we've already beyond doubled our high score. It's amazing what happens when you beat one level. I have no idea where the creative influence for this game came. Like, it's not a particularly normal game, stylistically speaking. Whew. It also kind of demands your attention. Like, I'm having a hard time trying to use my words here while I'm using this, because it's a remarkably fast-paced game. Oh, almost baited myself into oblivion right there. It seems like your best option is to just kind of swing, do a few laps across each. Oh, they get stuck in the gems. There we go. We got rid of that one. Okay, and we died to that one. It's okay. It's the kind of game that, as you figure out more about it, you do get gradually better with each attempt, which you'd think would be every game, but I don't know. There are some that I just kind of seem to get worse at every time I try. Okay. We beat level 2 with 0 lives on the counter. Oh man, I hope that you're ready to see the same levels over and over, because I'm probably gonna die a lot in this. Getting used to the whole mechanic of swinging around the poles is a remarkably complicated thing, actually, for the time. It exists in a realm that is both intuitive and completely counterintuitive at the same time. Like, it makes sense, but it doesn't necessarily always get properly parsed in my head. Yeah, get that pineapple. Okay, that's fine. And I'm sure, yeah, you know, like, as with all games, given enough practice, it would eventually make more sense. Yeah, we'll get that guy out of there. Like, already, I feel like I'm grasping it a little bit more here. If nothing else, I can appreciate a game that tries to be something pretty unique. And I can safely say, I have not played a game quite like Clu Clu Land. I don't even know where that name comes from. I'm sure that there's some riveting history about the name Clu Clu Land, but I'm certainly unaware of it. So it's like part treasure hunt, part survival horror. Oh god, look at that. It's just got completely annihilated in there. Now, I wonder, is this the kind of game where you can continue on the level and then you just lose your score? We'll find out. No. You do start at the very beginning of the game. Well, hopefully I've grasped the basic concepts of this enough to, have a moderately stronger showing. Oh, man. I say that, now I'm just repeatedly swinging. Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at that. You get everything out of the way, and it makes your life much easier. Probably get points for that, right? Don't see a world where you wouldn't. I think, is this a different pattern than we've had the past couple times? I think this is a different pattern, which, I mean, that's filthy. Oh man, I'm just dialed in right now. I'm trying to think of things to say, but you know, it demands a lot from you. Oh no! Yeah, this is a house this time. The first couple times it was having us make kind of a human-like structure. But look at that. Level 1 had a totally different design. So I'm thinking there's gotta be like a handful of different seeds that give you different levels, which is honestly great for replayability's sake. Means you're not just memorizing everything every single time. Although at the same time, in a game where trial and error is such a crucial component, that can become mildly obnoxious. I'm not trying to knock it. I'm not trying to knock it. You require a certain level of patience with older black box games. And if you don't have that patience, you're not going to get along with them very well. But I'll tell you something, it's a much more pleasing experience than baseball. Okay. I have to assume that eliminating enemies is good for your score, right? You'd think. No! Okay, even if we can average, like, losing one life per level, we could make something happen, but that's asking too much of me. I do encourage you to try this game out for yourself. It is it's a very unique control scheme, not as easy as it looks. It's not as simple as just, you know, pulling up to go up. You gotta really leverage those swings around the pole to your advantage. I believe this is on the Nintendo Switch NES Online library, so if you don't want to spring for a very, very cheap original cartridge, or if you just don't have a classic Nintendo on hand, then the Switch is a very accessible way to play this game, if it is indeed on there, as I believe it is. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, no! He popped up at the wrong time! Ooh. You know? I'm trying to understand the concept of Clu Clu Land. What are the Clu Clues? Are the Clu Clues what I'm fighting? Am I the Clu Clu? Am I named Clu Clu? Are we gonna see Clu Clu in Smash Ultimate at any point? With such riveting moves such as swing around the pole. Okay, I think we got the human pattern again. Definitely. Yeah, get out of here. Remove thyself from existence! No! It's got those classic NES hitboxes that most certainly do not play in your favor. Okay, what? I wanted a cherry! Something about this human pattern, it's kind of brutal, honestly. There we go, we'll just shove him out of the way. Okay. But yes, it's got those classic hitboxes that work exactly against you in all of the most aggravating ways. But you know, this is from a different time, you know, back when just stretch out the length of a game, you just made it as hard as humanly possible. Gotta fight those video rental stores somehow, right? Okay, yes, you do definitely get a score bonus for eliminating the evil oranges. Well, I don't know, if you eat an orange with that kind of spectacular texture, it might indeed be a bad idea. Oh, look, they're not even orange before you attempt to destroy them. Oh, baited! It's like a paint by numbers, but without the paint. And without the numbers, meaning it's nothing like a paint by numbers. Well, you can't rightly just destroy yourself and eliminate yourself like that. That would be dumb. Which means, of course, it's the kind of play that I would have to do. Okay, I think that's it, right? No. What do you mean it's more complicated than 2 pluses? I didn't sign up for that. Actually, that's exactly what I signed up for by insisting on playing Clu Clu Land. Okay, we're good. It's something. It's 2 plus. Oh, it looks like a. No, it doesn't look like an electrical outlet because electrical outlets don't have plus-shaped prongs. I don't know what they were going for. You're only given so many lines and dots to work with here. You gotta get abstract with your art, you know? Okay, avoid the whirlpools. Oh, get the clock. You have to assume the clock can only be a good thing. Okay, well, that's really rather rude of you, but okay. It does exactly what you would expect it does. It freezes time. What a concept. Okay, we're good. It's really easy to lose control when you're swinging. Like, deceptively easy to get completely messed up. And as the hitboxes don't work in your favor, that goes for when you're trying to eliminate enemies completely out of the atmosphere as well. They seem to kind of just get pushed off to the side when you're trying to do something a little more permanent. There we go. Gosh, of course there is no permanent solution to them. You just kind of get them out of there for the time being. Oh, man. It's a submarine. It's a submarine! We got it! Is this the furthest we've gotten, or, no, I think we have made it to level 4, I think, in one of those prior attempts. See, the nice thing about playing this game for an hour is it's not just a game and a half of baseball. It's actively improving and getting multiple shots. Granted, the multiple shots are for something virtually identical. Okay. We are, okay, I was gonna say, we're a little starved for gems at the moment, but we figured it out. That is insanely rude, as you may expect. Okay, okay, I'm getting it. If I can, you know, stop swinging for like 5 seconds. Oh, no, 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 no. That's a botch. He's an undeniable botch right there. Not much you can do about that other than just, you know, play better. Very much an arcade game. I don't think Clu Clu Land ever existed in an actual arcade, but it's got the same arcade-style philosophy to it. It's all about racking up the high scores, getting through levels that get gradually more and more difficult as time goes on. You know, obviously, there's a place for that in this world, being that arcade games were the absolute king. Of course, a lot of that is thanks to the fact that, you know, arcade hardware was simply far beyond that of home console hardware for the longest time. I never, you know, really got to experience true arcade glory. There was a pizza place in my hometown that didn't exist forever, but it existed for a time that they had, I believe, a Bubble Bobble machine, a Contra machine, a Daytona USA machine, and I believe it was Star Wars Pinball. If I'm remembering all this correctly, and then some light gun game. I don't remember what the light gun game was, but it was, you know, it was pretty typical light gun fare. Ah, no! I got extremely greedy there. So, that's about the extent of my arcade history. Playing those arcade games at the pizza place. Which, of course, I didn't get to do every time, because, you know, it's pretty obnoxious if your parents are, you know, having to dig out quarters every time you're just trying to go eat some pizza, but I was able to coax some out of them every now and then, and I was trash at them, so I didn't get very far, of course. I mean, a quarter doesn't go very far in a Contra machine, I can tell you that much. And I was no good at the Daytona USA one either. Alright, very good, very good. And it wasn't the same pizza place, but there was also at the laundromat in the next town over, I know, the place to be, they did have a Pac-Man cocktail cabinet, as well as a Super Mario Brothers pinball machine. As far as I know, those are actually, like, pretty sought after nowadays, the Super Mario Brothers pinball machines. I think they're a little bit rarer than you might expect. Or maybe you expect them to be rare. I don't know. I'm not one with pinball culture. Okay, we got the tree pattern again. It's simple, just slow and steady. No, but remember to shoot when you're in danger. Okay, we got there. We got there. I have fiddled with the idea of getting an actual arcade cabinet for my home at some point, but they are really, really expensive for what amounts to some outdated games that you can play on any other hardware on the face of the planet, basically. I mean, do you really need a Pac-Man cabinet when you can play Pac-Man on, I'm pretty sure, literally any game system ever created? No, you don't need one, but they sure are neat. I especially have a fondness for cocktail cabinets. They're just, they're very charming. That's the word I'll use. Oh, come on. We got absolutely spawn-killed there. A pinball machine would be fun as well, but those are a lot of work. I've seen some people just do, like, routine maintenance on them, and it's a lot to keep track of. Those are the rudest things. Okay, yeah, he's gonna be popping up out of his shell. Okay. I'm not sure what pattern they're trying to get at here, if anything. Well, obviously it's gonna be something. They're not just gonna give you something that doesn't exist. It'll be an existential nightmare. Oh, no! See, now when I was talking about the controls being abstract, your first assumption when you're in that kind of scenario is that you wanna... Oh, it's glasses. Is that you wanna hold left to keep going left. But no, you gotta hold up to grab onto the pole and then swing. That's where the game gets you. We have yet to top our high score. I cry. Well, okay, thanks. Appreciate that. It's dire straits when you're dealing with the wow, when you're dealing with the little whirlpool things. Like, you feel like you gotta go over them to uncover the gems, but at the same time, you're on death's door. We have yet to make it past level 4. Level 4 is our limit so far, but we got a lot of time left with this game. Level 1, I would say it's no problem, but I am still admittedly biting the bullet more often than I probably should be. I mean, look, it's so slow, you'd think that there would be no issues here, but, no! Like, I thought I had let go of it. It turns out I didn't. I'm not gonna blame the game. It would be very easy to say, oh, the game's controls were not, they were too hard. But no, in the end, you gotta accept the burden of responsibility. If you mess up, you messed up. The game didn't mess up for you. You simply bungled it. Okay, see? Getting used to this. I don't know if there's a world where somebody should be used to Clu Clu Land, but here we are nonetheless. Yeah, we can afford to yeet you out here. Absolutely, give me some of that money. And there we go. It's as simple as that. I don't know why in that initial run I thought that going into the whirlpool after uncovering everything would be a sensible option. That would be a rather atrocious game design choice. Hey player, assume that you finish the picture and then go into the thing that normally kills you. I say it's atrocious, but at the same time I could absolutely see that happening. I could see some misguided developer thinking that that would be some cool mechanic, and then in practice it's actually just the worst thing that you've ever encountered in your life. Okay. Okay. We're very good. We're very good. Oh, saved it. That could have ended in heartache. I mean, I don't know how much heartache you would get from a game like Clu Clu Land. It's maybe a slightly dramatic tone to take. Okay, okay. I do appreciate the fact that it's a unique game. I think I said that before, but I just want to drill that home. Not all games can be perfect, but if a game is imperfect and unique, I will give it the benefit of the doubt. And I'm not even saying that it's an unfun game, not at all. Oh, your shots wrap around the walls. No, I'm definitely having fun with it. It's just, it takes some getting used to. There we go. There's the tree for the umpteenth time. I just wanna top that high score. I don't feel proud of that high score. I'm not gonna lay down any 6-digit bangers. It's highly unlikely that that's anything that you would expect to happen. And if you do expect that of me, well, that's on you, man, not me. Look at all these freebies out on the field. We're starting out with just a bounty. And then, yeah, you just annihilate them. You freeze time, it's as easy as that. It's all about just, you know, getting into that groove. What groove am I talking about? That one. Oh, gosh. And then instant nerves the second that you start looping around the whirlpools. I don't even know what those are supposed to be. But they're nothing good. You know, I'm not going to risk trying to do away with those guys. I'm just going to accept that I've accomplished something and take them out of the picture temporarily. There we go. But now, when you're set up like that, that's a gift. I think it's a bear. It looks like a koala or something like that, and using the whirlpools as eyes. It's a new high score. Oh. You knew it could be done. I think we lucked out, though, and I think that we just got a particularly lucrative layout that time. Maybe I'm just downplaying my own accomplishments. I mean, look at this. I've only died once. This is by far the best run, which means it's all going to come apart at the seams here, because level 4 is apparently just an insurmountable obstacle that no human being can deal with. I don't know what it's attempting to get me to create here. I don't know how that counted as a is kill the right word, or is that a little dark for Clu Clu Land? Because I don't feel like it would have survived that. Okay. I still don't know what it's trying to get me to create, but I'm for it. You jerk. There we go. You just gotta see past the jerkiness of it all. Oh gosh, okay. Yeah, I almost held it down for too long there and wound up spiraling out of control, but you know, you eventually work out the finesse of it all. And that's it. We're past level 4 for the first time ever. We got 5 lives to our name. Looks like you get an extra life every 25,000 or something like that, because I know we had 4 before, but who am I to complain? Look at this. It even has the good grace of uncovering some of the trampolines before we run into them. How very kind. Okay. It's getting abstract, as it does. Okay. We're not going to accomplish anything by just pushing him into infinity. As much as you may want, as much as you may wish it to be true. I mean, you knew that the good graces of the game weren't going to last long. Oh my gosh, look at how many there are! And you can't swing off those either. Oh, wow. Alright, things are truly... I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about that either. Friendship ended with Clu Clu Land. What is going on? I know how. It's just a matter of... Wow! What a horrifying level. We're gonna die. Because I, for some reason, you know, seize up and can't accomplish anything. That was harrowing. Look at how many you're so blocked in there. It's horrifying. We did get a new high score though. We're halfway through the video. Let's see if we can make it to level 5 again. Let's see if it'll be just as terrifying. Seriously, it's like every turn you make, it's just, oh. It's just, something else. Okay, come on, we'll get him. I believe this is the heart design, which if that's the case, I feel like I should probably hop to it. Yes, this is the heart, absolutely. You know, you just gotta focus. You just gotta dig your heels in and say, I'm gonna beat it. Is there an end to Clu Clu Land? Is there like a end stage where it's like, congratulations, you beat Clu Clu Land. What are you gonna do with your life now, you go-getter? Which game was that basically insulted you for beating it, saying, now go outside? I believe it was an NES game. But I cannot for the life of me remember which one it was. Okay. Start just pauses, it doesn't skip. You really gotta kind of wait. Oh, horror of unspeakable horrors. You have to wait every now and then. No, I guess if you just wanted to, like, beat every level in the slowest possible way. I died. You could just, like, go up every column and across every row, one at a time. But that's probably why the whirlpools exist, so that it's considerably more difficult to just be a little cheesy like that. They're probably gonna say, hey, no, you gotta actually explore this, or you're toasted. I don't know why I'm so nervous, like everything is... There we go. I was gonna say, everything was perfectly in my wheelhouse there. I don't know what that is. It looks like a wasp's head, something like that. It seems like a strange thing to display in a game of this type. Hey kids, you like wasp heads? Absolutely. I mean, come on, they have all the charm of bees without any of the actual charm. What's not to like? They're mean, they sting, they don't produce honey. They're just the best. A white flag, does that mean I surrender? Nope. I don't know what the white flag means, but you know, I guess I'm glad that it doesn't just lose you the game instantly. That would be a little off the wall. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, this is the submarine again. I was like, I feel like I know what this is. I do know what it is. Oh, is this good? Is that it? Okay. Remember, this is an NES submarine. And it's not from the Hunt for Red October, which is actually, from what I've heard, is a pretty decent game. You wouldn't think so, but... Where's the last... Where? Oh, there it is! I see it! We did it! We sacrificed ourselves in vain for it, but we did it. Yeah. Not doing nearly so well this run. Down to 3 lives by level 3. You know, it's not where you want to be. Unless you just get a life when you beat a level. I have no idea. Oh no, this is level 4. So we're actually only 1 life down from where we were on our successful level 4 run. Granted, I still don't see that as a net positive, but it's not as damning as it appeared. Yeah, get out of here. Give me your points. Now, of course, every second spent on trying to eliminate those things is, you know, a second taken away from actually uncovering gems and therefore beating the level. But, you know, you gotta go for it. Are we not men? We are Clu Clu. Who could forget that Devo song? Okay. No! Things are less amazing. I don't know what the white flag does still. I'm a little lost on that one. Okay. We got it. We got the L blocks, I guess, but they're not real L blocks because they're missing one little block. I don't know. I'm thinking that the Clu Clu Land boys all said, you know, who's so concerned about making recognizable patterns? Just throw whatever you want in the game. Okay, we got a trampoline there, and only there. That's interesting. We got, okay, more trampolines. It is a different pattern from the last time we came to this cursed level, but it appears to be just as bouncy. And I mean that in the most horrifying way possible. That does not kill them. Good to know. Let me guess. There's no trampoline there. Okay. I feel like that is blessed. However, there appears to be absolutely nothing down here one way or another. Well, that's not true. What is this? What? What am I witnessing here? Okay, that's not it. What do you want me to make? I'm a little lost on you, game. Oh no! Dying right before the time runs out is... That's the worst way you can game over, I think. Like, that just feels... That feels abysmal. It's not even a new high score. We did better last run than we did this run. Level 5 is a considerable step up. Of course, I thought the same about level 4 too, and now I've kind of got that one down pat. This is your face on Clu Clu. You know, don't trust it. Can you, like... Can you maybe give it a break? I mean, I guess that's entirely up to me, isn't it? It's not the man, and it's not the house. That's concerning. At least I don't think it's either of them. No, it's definitely not. Yeah, just push him, you know? Oh, okay, it's a very, concerned looking face, is it? Is it a face at all? I don't know, but it's sure hiding the last details remarkably well. Oh, okay, it is a smiley face. At first I thought it was just kind of... We're good. We got it. Was there ever any doubt? There was a little bit of doubt for me. Boy, 150 points for time? Give me all of that. Yeah, that was not a particularly good one. I don't know what the pattern was, you know? You gotta iron it out. That's part of the game. Look it up. I would look it up, but, you know, these realms don't exactly come with manuals. This is the tree. I've already decided it's the tree. Why would it be anything but the tree? Tree gang, rise up. Ah, that shouldn't have happened, but it did. Alright now, it's just unnecessary. I mean, it's a boon that they do get at least slightly trapped in your gem mess. I would have been toast if the level didn't end right then and there, so, you know, count your blessings where you can get them. I wonder what a world record high score Clu Clu Land run looks like. You can only wonder. I mean, I guess you could, you know, look it up. There's probably footage of it somewhere. For anybody who thought, yeah, today I'm gonna set a Clu Clu Land world record, the most prestigious of all games. It is really kind of one of those strange games where, like, it was a launch title, and it is a Nintendo game, it's a Nintendo property, but, like, you'll never hear anybody talk about it. It's been forgotten in time, despite being up there with the originals. I'm trying to think, I'm digging my memory banks to try to remember if there was a Clu Clu Land trophy in Smash Brothers. I want to say there was. Not an assist trophy necessarily, but just like a collectible trophy. I miss collectible trophies. That was one of the best little things about Melee. I'm not one of those people who just pines for Super Smash Bros. Melee forever. I do think that Ultimate brings a ton to the table. Heck, I even think that Brawl was a very fun game in its own right, but, you know, there's no denying I've got those nostalgic times with Melee. That was the first GameCube game I ever owned. Bought the GameCube off eBay with lawn mowing money. Bought Super Smash Bros. For, just about the same price as the GameCube, probably. That game has never been cheap. Come on now. Come on now. Let's not be rude. And the rest was history. Smash Brothers, if you're gonna get one game for your GameCube, it's hard to make a case against it. I see you. I deflected that. I don't mean to, you know, toot my own horn, but that was a defensive masterpiece play after I just immediately threw myself into the sun. Yeah, leverage those tunnels. I am terrified right now. Forget Outlast. This is the scariest game I've ever played. Does anybody actually find games like Outlast, like, fun? I think it's an incredible game for the atmosphere, and it is genuinely terrifying, but, like, I've tried to play Outlast a couple times, and every time I play it, I'm just like, wow, this is unfun. The concept of the only mechanic being run away, I don't know. I think it takes a special kind of person to enjoy that. And I don't mean special as an insult either, I just mean, like, you know, not everybody can find running away to be the most enticing gameplay mechanic in the world. Maybe that's why Resident Evil 4 is my favorite Resident Evil. I mean, that's not exactly a hot take. I understand it's like one of the most beloved games of its time. But I find it far superior to Resident Evil 1. Oh, no. Just because, you know, you have something to do. Resident Evil 1, yeah, you have guns, But let's be real, they're a formality. Oh gosh, the clock is running so fast and I've accomplished nothing. Resident Evil 4, you know, there's an action game behind all that. And I can get that maybe that's what a lot of people may have not liked about Resident Evil 4, especially back when it first came out, back in the day. But, I appreciate it when a horror game is both scary and fun to play. Because so many are so focused on being scary that they wind up kind of losing the fun part. Okay, so that's... there's more to it than... Ah, no! Level 5! It'll never happen! I believe in the industry we say, gosh darn it. And obviously, as you can tell from, you know, how I'm playing, I am very much not utilizing save states during this project either. This is an hour of straight raw gameplay. Like, imagine you're going back in time and you got this game as a kid. Would this have been a good game to get as a kid? I would say Clu Clu Land would have been a perfectly reasonable game to get if it was Christmas Day and you opened up your, like, Nintendo. Clu Clu Land would probably provide you with quite a bit of fun. I don't see why not. I mean, yes, it's... if you didn't get Super Mario Brothers but got Clu Clu Land, then you might feel, you know, just a little bit abandoned by your parents, but... yeah, it's its own thing. As a, what's the word I'm looking for? Not a backup game, but, you know, just like something to bolster the ranks a little bit. You could do worse. If nothing else, it's difficult enough and has enough variety in the layouts to definitely keep you coming back, provided you've got nothing better to do. Okay, I think you do just get a life at the end of every level. That is what I'm determining now. I could have probably figured that out a long time ago, but I only just started paying attention. Boy, that jam just never gets old, does it? You know, I know that I'm, like, silent as the grave right now, but... come on, let go of it! So that was about the worst possible thing that I could have done on camera. Boy, I hope someone got fired for that blunder. And that person is me. I'm the only employee here. And I'm not even getting paid. No. I don't got money on my mind. The only thing that I got on my mind is playing some wonderful pieces of history. There are a lot of people who say that they're not into retro gaming, and you know, that's fair. It's an absolutely valid take to have. It's not necessarily the most accessible thing at all times. By all means, a lot of retro games can be an absolute nightmare to play. I know that as well as anyone. It's gotta be an eagle right there. That's a straight up eagle. Or it's like a baby carriage. There are two things in this world. They either are a baby carriage or they are not a baby carriage. A wise man once said that. I don't know who, and I can't prove it. But I'm sure it's happened. Okay. Level 3. Thank you for uncovering some gems. There is, like, something to say. I don't know what. No, there's something to say about the hide-and-seek aspects of the game where, you know, you're... Okay, it's the glasses. Where you're just kind of on your own and the game says, figure it out, kid! I'm not sure how I feel about it completely. Oh, look at that double kill. Call of Duty sniper montages eat your heart out. You ever get a Clu Clu Land double kill? I say that as if I'm trying to, like, rag on Call of Duty as a game, but be it known, that is not what I'm attempting to do. I actually think that for what the game series does, it does quite well. It gives you a nice single-player, linear hallway, set-piece thriller campaign, with the exception of Black Ops 4, which has decided to not do that, and I'm still upset about that. And then some decent, what I like to describe as arcade shooter action. Now, I know Call of Duty likes to put on a gruff exterior with its multiplayer, but let's be real. It plays like an arcade game. You see the numbers pop up everywhere, things die pretty quickly, you're able to pretty much just sprint the entire time. I don't think anybody has had any, like, kind of delusions about what Call of Duty is trying to be. And it's fine that it's trying to be that, you know? I enjoy arcade shooters. Come on now. And I don't think that the developers would be upset if you said that either, being that there's literally an arcade mode in the game. Although I don't know if that's been around since Modern Warfare 1 or not. Quite frankly, I haven't been keeping complete tabs on Call of Duty lately. Not because I dislike it, I just said that I think they're perfectly fine for what they are, but oh gosh, I'm nervous. Okay. There we go. But rather because the PC versions are always very expensive. And I like playing shooters on a PC. A good mouse and keyboard, it's hard to go wrong. Granted, with enough practice, yeah, you can do just fine on a controller as well, but I do truly believe that the first-person shooter genre is at its best with a good mouse in your hand. Just the precision alone. Okay, level 5. The terrors that we must endure here. There's like nothing! There's nothing to uncover! And then you die, because you go so fast. Oh... What? You wanna go? You wanna explain to me what that garbage was? Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. You know, just get it all out. Get it all out while you can. Eliminate the bad guys. Are they really bad guys, or are they just like minding their own business? Are we the bad guys? Are we like destroying their homes for no reason? What is the lore of Clu Clu Land? Has anybody ever cared? Where are the gems? Jeez, like seriously. Oh, no, no, no. We're gonna time out. All we can do is just not die in any other way. Okay. That'll reset time. We're down to 0 lives, so we're fragile, but that wasn't it. There's more to it. Aha! We made it past level 5. It wasn't pretty. We got 0 lives left, and we're gonna get absolutely smashed on level 6, but we did it. Took us nearly an hour, but we did it. But again, that's the whole point of these games. Oh, we didn't even beat our top score. Disgusting. Bonus? I like a bonus. I'd have to assume that you cannot die in a bonus, right? Okay, come on now. I see. Oh man. We're definitely not going to uncover all of it, but I hope you still get some points for that, right? I don't think I did. No, you do. Good. Okay. I was like, if you have to uncover the whole thing just to get points, I'm going to be sad. There you go. There's a new high score for you. Alright, what do you got for me, level 6? It appears to be a simpler layout. As a matter of fact, this feels like the tree. It's the tree. What's going on? Have I stumbled upon the best kept secret of this game? Does it just loop? Is it smooth sailing from here? Will I get another chance at redemption? Will level 6 not destroy me? I would love to not get destroyed. Oh, yeah, look at that. That wasn't quite a double kill. How did he survive that? He's resilient, I'll give him that. Oh, buddy. Saved from certain death. That's definitely going to add up to that high score tally. Look at that. It's just about the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. That's level 7. Because, okay, I guess level 6 counted as the bonus. So yeah, it looks like it does give you a little bit of a reprieve after you get a certain distance into the game. Like it says, alright, you've done this well, we'll let you relax for a moment. Now, that said, the game is much faster, and I believe that means the overall time clock runs down quicker. This is the bear. This is the koala. Just remember that, and everything will be fine. You'd think. Okay. Yeah. Yeah! Okay! Had to dial it in there, had to focus, but we did it. We made it to level 8. It looks like that level 5 mark, if you can make it past there, you can make some great strides in your high score. Granted, we are down to 1 life, and that's a little terrifying. We're back on this layout, which can be treacherous. It took us a good few attempts to get past it. But see, look at how far we've come, even just since that first run, where it was a national embarrassment, and they asked me to leave the country. I got a letter from the president that said, "Get out, we don't want you." And I said, "Come on, man. That's awfully rude." Oh no! Game over. Well, I thought I still had a life left, but it appears that was not the case. Wow. We did get a high score, though. 46,000 points. I tell you what, it's not exactly an hour, but that is, I'm going to say close enough, because starting another run I just feel would be counterintuitive at this point here. 57.5 minutes about. I'm down with that. Next time, on 60 Minutes to Lose, well, it would be Duck Hunt, but, you know, light guns don't really work on emulators, so instead, it's going to be Excite Bike. Excite Bike's a great game. I don't know if there's an hour in it, but we're going to go with it anyway. In terms of Clu Clu Land, how did I feel about it? Was it worth playing for an hour? Yeah, sure. Absolutely. These arcade games definitely lend themselves very well to playing for a good chunk of time. Just because, you know, while there's not necessarily a lot to see and a lot to do, it's all about just that incrementally improving with every run and getting better and better and better. If you got this game on Christmas Day, along with your Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt combo cart, I'd say you'd probably be a pretty happy kid. Clu Clu Land is it's a fun game. It's got very unique movement to it. I'd probably play it again at some point. I'd like to grab a hard card of that myself. They're cheap enough. No reason I shouldn't. But anyway, that's Clu Clu Land. I hope that you enjoyed it, even though there's not the most variety in it. You know, it's not exactly a sprawling adventure. It's no Star Tropics, that's for sure. But I hope that you will join me next time when we look at Excite Bike for an hour. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Tell your friends, or don't.